but even within there is betrayal. When a leader of a ministry is trying to put members and leaders together, and there's a sensitive information, and a member of this group picks the information and sends the information out, that is betrayal. And betrayal is vicious and bad. It's not good, because betrayal attacks the trust between parties. Betrayal is a vice, it's not a virtue. And so we must deal with it. Well, betrayal has a source, and obviously betrayal will never come from God, because the Bible says that God is not the author of confusion, but of peace in all the churches. God is never the author of confusion. God will never initiate betrayal. Betrayal comes from the devil. And we need to understand that the devil is a threefold accuser. He accuses us to God. Look at your son, look at your daughter, the one that you think you trust in, that is good. Look at what he's doing. Look at what he has said to that person and that person and that person. Look at it. So the devil accuses us to God. Again, he accuses God to us. Now, if God would have done it, he would have done it long ago. My friend, advise yourself, take an alternative. Can't you see what your friends are doing? That kind of thing. And sometimes these things come indirectly. So somebody close to you that you trust can tell you things, and you think that the person is advising you, but it's the voice of the devil forcing you to take alternatives that will be seen in the end as betrayal to your God. So betrayal comes also from the devil against our God, betraying our God to us. Again, the devil also betrays us amongst ourselves. He betrays us amongst ourselves. How does he do that? Knocking head against head, leader against member, member against member. Today they said the enemy of a pastor is a pastor, and it is true. Now, if you have a gate and nobody opens the gate to somebody coming from outside, there will be nothing amiss amongst those within until somebody inside opens a gate to somebody he is more loyal to than somebody within. That is where betrayal will come from outside. Leader to leader, member to member, carrying certain notions, doing certain things behind and betraying the people we trust or the people who trust us. That is betrayal, and this is something that we should not encourage. Members among members, like I said, the devil accuses members among members. Sometimes we hear an issue, we don't even go into the root of it. We don't even allow fair hearing. We just conclude and we say this person is like that and that person like that. It's like that. Betrayal. So we all at one point or the other suffer betrayal, which is a vice that we must avoid, that we must manage and overcome when it has come very close to our doorsteps. We must overcome betrayal. And I've said it earlier on that betrayal is one of the signs of the end time. And if it is one of the signs of the end time, it will keep increasing. And usually it will not happen from people you don't so much trust. Usually people you trust are the ones who betray you. Even when you have done something well, they will tell you haven't done anything, not even 50%, but you haven't done anything at all. That is betrayal. Even when you are trying to salvage a situation, they say you are destroying that situation or condition. That is betrayal. And so we need to avoid it because it is bad. Betrayal. Betrayal has dire consequences. Betrayal can kill a person's spirit. Now, Proverbs chapter 18 verse 8 and chapter 26 verse 22 tells us it's about the same thing. It says the words of a talebearer are like the piercings of a sword. They go into the innermost being. When you hear that somebody you shared a secret with, please can you pray with me about this secret? And you knew that this is somebody you took as your confidant. Somebody that you share this thing between. The Bible says in James chapter 5, verse 6, it says, confess your fault one to another and pray for one another that they may be healed. And there are some of the situations you cannot handle alone. You need a prayer partner, somebody with a higher grace to help you just break it and bring liberty to you. Then you go and share this with somebody you think the person will keep this secret. The next moment is in the shopping mall and you get to hear it from a third party. How would you feel? You will feel betrayed. You will feel so much pain. It's like a sword has cut through your heart. But that is not how it should be. Unfortunately, today we don't know whom to trust because betrayal has become the order of the day. We are betraying people, and sometimes when we do it with malice, we do it with chagrin, we do it with joy or happiness that you have done it. It's like you have somebody has done something to you before, and you have hit the person back with betrayal. It is neither here nor there. It's something that we should not go near. We should manage it well. We should manage it. We should overcome it because it is not a good thing at all. Betrayal can kill a person's spirit. When a husband is trying to do his best for a wife and the wife makes it look like you haven't even started at all, you can kill your husband's spirit. And the energy he had before will start waning and you start asking questions. When your wife is doing all her best and you go behind and then tell somebody that she hasn't done ABC and she expects that the trust between the two will be sustained, maintained, and hears it elsewhere. And this word is not encouraging, but a word that breaks somebody. You have betrayed a person. Betrayal of trust. When a husband and a wife are in a relationship and they are having challenges, and the wife